Welcome to Tales Beyond the Grave. Welcome back to another video, and I'm out today on my bike, and I'm somewhere between Salford and Prestwich. It's absolutely stunning round here. I'm going on the bike path, which used to be an old train line which linked Manchester to Rosendale via Radcliffe and Bury, and there's a couple of old sort of like the leftovers of train stations I'm going to show you as well. So let's go and have a look and I'll tell you a bit more about it. So to take the train line from Bury, Radcliffe, Molyneux and then onto Clifton and Manchester, they had to bypass the Irwell Valley on the River Irwell. So how did they do it? Well, the Industrial Revolution had kicked in and the Victorians come up with this Grade 2 listed, and it crosses the Irwell Valley. The viaduct was constructed in 1846 to carry trains, as I said, from Manchester to Rosendale. The train line led to Clifton Junction, and that was Clifton Junction railway station, which closed in 1966. And it's dressed in stone and brick, and that is how the Victorians got the train across the Irwell Valley. It's absolutely amazing. It's stood here after all these years. I have been on top of it as well. There's no train lines. In summer it's overgrown, you can't get through, so you have to go across around about winter and springtime before everything blooms. But what a magnificent piece of engineering, just to get the train across, get people to work. So just next to the 13 Arches is this other viaduct, aqueduct, and this was to transform the coal. This was a former canal. It's no longer in use, unfortunately. I'm all for reopening them canals. Get more transport on the canals. Might take a bit longer, but so what. But this is the canal. And they built this as well to carry the barges over the River Irwell and the Irwell Valley. And if you can hear me, this is what replaced the railway. The noisy, polluted M62/M60. And Molyneux station was just over there. It gave way to the construction of the M62/M60. And as you can see, this is a Sunday, and it's really busy. So trains gave way to traffic. I'm just going to tell you now where you might be able to see the Molyneux station where it once was. So this is the other side of the motorway where I'm assuming Molyneux station would have stood at one point just before it crossed the Irwell Valley. And as you can see, there's still remnants of brick, probably left over from the station. It's still noisy, it could be right next to the motorway. But all what remains now of Molyneux, and you can see it was on a bit of a brow. That's what it was called, Molyneux. And just bits of maybe part of the platform, maybe part of the station what are left here. We'll see if we can find any more bits as we go along. Let's go and have a look. I'll tell you a bit about Molyneux now. So this is where I'm thinking Molyneux would have stood, and it's just before we go over towards a viaduct. There's been a straight line across there. It was a Manchester-Bury Rosendale line, and it opened in 1853 and it closed the 29th of June 1931. And the M62 has removed any trace of its existence, but you can still find bits like this, probably from the old platform as well. and it took the railway over the Clifton Viaduct. Not much left of it. Scattered about. But yeah, when the railways become less popular and roads getting cargo from Liverpool to Hull by the docks was more popular by road. As you can see, there's not much left of it, but I mean, if you could dig a bit deeper, yeah, you'd probably find bits. What a shame. The M62, M60 replaced rail. Now that's the Outwood trail there. That's the old former train line, and that's where I'm going to go head up now. I'm going to take you to see the remains of another station up there, which is Ringley Road. So let's go and have a look at that one. This is the Outwood trail, and this is the former flat line, so it's nice and easy for all you lazy bikers out there just like me. It's nice and flat, and it linked Molyneux Brow to Ringley Road station, which I'm going to take you up. It's about another 3 miles up this path or former train line, so let's go and have a look. So along the bike path, you won't think you were somewhere between Salford and Prestwich heading towards Radcliffe, and it doesn't take long for Mother Nature to reclaim back what's rightfully hers. Absolutely stunning, full of wildlife, great in summer, absolutely brilliant in summer. You can see more in winter, but in summer it's fantastic. Come and have a look. Keep your eyes open as well when you're on the bike path, because you never know what you might find. It's a nod to the old steam locomotive days. Look at this, just behind this tree. Go and have a look, and it says it's an old points indicator for the train drivers, and it does say points at the bottom. But yeah, tell me what that says if you can make it out. And it'd be an indicator to the driver as he passes. More to do with the railways. They look like the sleepers, old sleepers, been used maybe as a fence at one point, but yeah, they're the old railway sleepers from the Victorian era. Stood up like tombstones, really. Keep your eyes open, you never know what you're riding past. So we've reached Ringley Road station. That's the approach up to Ringley Road, and this is where I've come down. As you can see, this was the old platform of Ringley Road station. I like that they've left benches here as a bit of a mark of respect that it was once a station, and it is quite a bit left of it, just the platform, mind, but on the other side, just a bit further up, you can see the other side of the station, but it might be getting a bit too overgrown now just to see. But this was once Ringley Road train station. I'll tell you a bit about it, because it's quite an interesting, it was an interesting train line and train station. This quite a busy one, and it was opened in 1847 and it closed around about 1953. Now I'm going to hold that shot there for a minute, because I'm going to put a picture up here of the old how it would have looked, but it's only the one rare photograph of a building on Ringley Road station. So I'll put that up now. And it was a double track, so it had platforms on both sides of the station. The station building lay on the side of the north side of the track, is where we're looking at now. And the station itself was used mainly by miners, and it was they worked at Outwood Colliery, which is just up the approach road there, and I'll take you up there to show you. Now in 1879 a colliery worker was arrested at the station for an assault on his wife, and a policeman handcuffed him and waited for the next train to take him to Bury police station. Now the colliery worker, on seeing the train approaching the station, And what he did, he jumped in front of the train and under the train, dragging the policeman with him. The colliery worker was crushed to death, but the policeman miraculously was only injured, and on the inquest held at Salford recorded an open verdict. In 1931, Outwood colliery, which in its heyday was employed over 2,000 men, closed following a fire which destroyed the winding gear, hence why the station had to close as well, because with the colliery shut, the miners weren't getting off at the station anymore. So in 1953 eventually the station shut. So that's just a bit of knowledge really of the old railroad, which is now a bike path and a walkway. It's lovely. Come and have a look for yourself, get your bike out. I've not been out on my bike for ages, so I'm knackered, so I'm going to head back into Salford, but first I'm going to take you up the station approach to where the miners would have come down after a day's shift or gone on to a day's shift at Outwood colliery. So let's go and have a look and see what that looks like today. So the miners would have come out off the train, up the approach and heading to Outwood colliery, which was somewhere in this direction. Not too sure. Anyone knows, please comment and let me know. But this is what the miners would have saw as they come out, going on to the early morning shift. I'm thinking Outwood colliery may have been somewhere maybe in that direction, but yeah, let's see what they would have saw. And coming home, like I said, this is the approach back down to Ringley Road station. All you'd hear is a clumping of clogs down onto the platform, and these faces, black faces from working down the coal pit for 10, maybe 12 hours, putting up down here to get the train either back to Bury, Radcliffe, or on the opposite side of the station back to Manchester. But yeah, I can just hear the noise of the clogs now as I stop here, and it's peaceful and quiet now, but I can just imagine the clogs of the miners all running down here, maybe late for the train, and eager to get a pint after an hard day's shift. So this is the end of the platform. You can see the little bridge, remains of a little bridge which would have took it over to the other side of the platform, and there's the other side of the platform, Manchester bound. So if you're getting a train, you'd have to run down the platform, cross it over here, and that'd be the train platform going back to Manchester. Now there's a great little notice board up here I'm going to show. It's got a great picture of the train station, so let's go and have a look. So this is a notice board I was telling you about, absolutely full of information. Look at that. That's how Ringley Road train station would have looked in its heyday. Absolutely brilliant. It takes you along 13 arches, the construction of the 13 arches over the Irwell Valley, and the approach into Radcliffe. But I'm going to leave this for you so you can have a good look and a good read. I always like these notice boards, full of information. I think there's a QR code there. And that's how the train track would have looked in its heyday. So you've come to the end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. I don't normally do stuff like this, but I've been out on my bike today. It's such a lovely day. I thought I'd come out on my bike, and I thought, do you know what? I'll take my phone with me. I'll just record what I see. So I hope you've liked it. This has been the Ringley Road station and the 13 Arches viaduct. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you've not subscribed. Give us a thumbs up, a like and a share, and it helps me to encourage me to go out and make videos which I think you might like. So I'm going to go on to the next one now, and like I say, I don't know where I'm going on the next one. Best thing to do is, let's see you when I get there. Thanks for watching, bye.